What's up, everyone? Thank you for joining me again. I've got some cool little modifications to make to some cages because they're getting some new residents. So if you want to see some of that, stick around. Alright, so these are some 2-foot cages that I have. I build these at the shop I manage. These are our first run editions with more of the lattice style all over, even on the faceplate. It's all lattice style everywhere for the most structural integrity, but we've since even improved upon that and now made it so the faceplate is clean, seamless, no screws, no nothing. But anyway, that's not what I'm talking about here today. These are little 2-foot enclosures that are about 18 inches deep and 13 inches tall, and I am upgrading them because I don't like using overhead light, even though these have the screens for the option. I'm going to stack them, cover the top one with a bit of plexi, and then the real cool kicker, which you guys I guarantee have not seen, are the heated floors that we make. So let's take a look at those. Alright, so right here are my heated floor panels that I'm going to install today. They're the exact dimensions of the bottom of the enclosure, and they have a channel dadoed out here. Our CNC machine dadoed those out. Cut this to length, made my own connections, and basically you just screw this guy on and your heat tape slides right on in. So it's removable, replaceable, but it's all belly heat. Nothing contacts it, no sliding, no anything, and it's got airflow. So this is going to go on there. I'm going to do it twice, stack some cages, and then I will show you which of my residents are getting this lovely little upgrade. Alright, so rather than show you all the boring drill, assembly, mess, chaos, nearly dropping boxes on my head and all that stuff, skip right to the final product. So, doesn't look any different, except you know, have a little 1/2-inch layer of PVC right here, which is what houses the heat tape in the back of each enclosure. It runs the length of the enclosure, but now what that creates is a thermal gradient back to front, which is fine. Plenty of ventilation up front. I did cover the screen up top with a piece of plastic that I had from cutting some other stuff to reduce ventilation, and now it's just time to dress them up and move in the tenants, basically. So this is the fun part. So, one sec. Okay, so enclosures are set, warm, ready. Just gotta put some water in there. But I figure, introduce you to the first new resident. This is my male red Zeppelin corn snake, and of course he's a little bit in shed. But you get the idea. The name Red Zeppelin refers to a very specific line of truly pure Okatee locality albinos from the late 80s, early 90s, pioneered by Howie Sherman and kept pure by many colubrid fanatics alike over the decades. This boy is about 2 years old. And these guys are spunky, they're feisty, they eat with gusto, they do their little tail rattling like rattlesnakes, but they are the coolest colors. That's the reason why they're the only corn snakes in my collection these days. Alright, let's get him set up, get his water in, and let's take a look at the female. She shed recently, so I know she's not in shed. So here she is. Lots of orange, crazy whites, red right in those saddles. Beautiful yellow coming up from her ventral side. Come on, show us your face. Look at that belly. All white. Super pretty. Getting tangled up in my tripod. Alright, so this is the female red Zeppelin of mine. And these were both produced by GLEN Brooks. He's local to me. I'm very fortunate. I was able to literally go pick them out. Dude, these things are cool. I'll include some nice slow-mo footage of her afterwards, but I'm so stoked. These are the coolest corn snakes, and I'm glad that I finally have some very nice cages for them. All right, there you have it. New cages, new revolutionary heated floor panel that no other cage manufacturer is doing. You'll only see it here at GX3 in Sacramento. Before you ask, we don't ship, at least not yet, maybe in the future. So for all you folks in the NorCal area, you lucking out. Come by the shop, we're making a bunch of them. There's the Sacramento Reptile Show coming up soon. We're gonna be there with a bunch of cages and whatnot. Lights out means it's time for me to go get some dinner. But I'm gonna leave you on this note. Go to HeliGuySerpents.com, sponsor the channel, check out their awesome 3D printed everything, enrichment items, cup holders, you name it, Chris is the man. If you ship, use Reptiles Express. Don't sleep on the shipping companies. Get your discounts, get good service, do that. Become a member of USARK today, usark.org. Very simple, very easy. Your membership is very important, makes a big difference. And last but not least, if you want to get some cool perks, some discounts at Heli Guy Serpents, and access to babies first this year, because there's going to be a lot, go check me out on Patreon. Look up Riley Jimison on Patreon. Join the community that's growing big time today. Let's have some fun. Alrighty, catch y'all next week. Love, peace, and chick grease.